we're going to talk about heartworm disease in both dogs and cats today. Heartworm is a disease we see very frequently. It's spread by mosquitoes. Mosquito bites the animal, goes through a cycle, and actually the heartworms end up living in the vessels of either the heart or the lungs there. Very common in Florida because of all the water that we have. Heartworm disease is much easier to prevent than it is to treat. There's several different monthly preventions that we can put the pet on. Other benefits of having them on a monthly prevention is that there's also a dewormer for intestinal parasites, which helps prevent hookworms and roundworms. There's several products we have now, some of which are all-in-one products that also take care of fleas. Some are just a heartworm itself. We have the Advantage Multi, which is a topical all-in-one product. You apply it between the shoulder blades. It gets heartworms, intestinal parasites, and fleas. There's Trifexis, which is a different heartworm prevention we have now that's relatively new. It is a combination product of the same medications, an Interceptor and Confortis, which is a once-a-month pill for fleas, heartworms, intestinal parasites. And then we also carry the traditional heartworm preventions, HeartGuard and Interceptor, which are just a oral pill that will take care of both. Heartworm disease can cause heart failure, coughing. Those are typically the first signs we see, exercise intolerance. And the treatment is a lot involved with it, and it's very expensive, very costly, and has a lot of risks. So it's a disease we much would rather prevent than to treat. We also see heartworm disease in cats. They're not the natural host for heartworms, so it's a little different. Unfortunately, with cats, there's no treatment for the adulticide. The other problem with cats is, unfortunately, they don't show the signs that dogs do as far as coughing. And the sign we actually see most of the time is death with cats. And so with cats, it's very important. There's not a great testing program, so any cats also in Florida should be on heartworm prevention. And they've actually shown that indoor cats, some of the studies they did at the University of Florida, are more likely to develop heartworms if they get bitten because they don't have the antibodies. The cats who are outdoors are bitten more often, and so they actually develop antibodies since they're not the natural host. So an indoor cat that does not have any antibodies is more likely, if they get bit by one, to actually develop into heartworms. So it's a very serious disease both in cats and dogs. Again, much easier to prevent than to treat if they do become a positive. So if you have any questions regarding heartworm or heartworm preventions, we have different ones that fit different needs of your pets, and come in and see us. Thanks.